Good morning, Michelle here. I have a new workout. First, I have to apologize. I know the last video that I did, I had stopped and you heard me swear. I'm learning to use my iPhone to record because it does it faster than the old video camera that I have. And I've had such a problem with it. The space kept filling up, and I didn't realize that when I deleted the video, it didn't go away until I emptied the garbage can, yada, 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 yada. So I'm really hypersensitive, so I'm watching in the reflection in the door, and we had gotten it all straightened out, and then it blurred on me, and that's when I swore and walked over, and here it was a notification. So now I've learned that I have to put it on Do Not Disturb before I start so that things don't pop up, so that I don't think that it's interfering with the video. So it should be smooth sailing today. I won't make any promises though. Always a fun day with me. You never know what you're gonna get. But you do know you're going to get a hard workout today. It's going to be team crazy, non-stop workout madness. And Maria had suggested this. It was, I think it was Maria for team crazy, because it's Maria, Olivia, and Lena who are always chiming in about how about this and how about that. And I'm like, okay, let's do that. So you guys, this is for you. This is your team crazy workout. When I say non-stop, it's it's 10 exercises, 2 rounds, 15-second rest, a minute work. I'm giving you the 15 seconds, especially you, Olivia, because I know you use different equipment, so it gives you time to get stuff off. It'll go off at 10 rounds, but we're immediately going to start again for the second round, okay? If you are a beginner, that's your cue. You can stop there, or you can go on with us. Remember, you don't have to use weights. You don't have to do the jumps. I'll show you the beginner moves as well. Then we move on to part 2. And this is where, again, it's non-stop, because you're going to get time, just enough time to grab a drink. And then we are going to start with another 10 exercises, totally different. Again, 15-second rest, a minute work, and 2 rounds through that. So you've got 40 times through with exercises, 10 for the first 2 times and 10 for the second. But we're not done there, because you can see on the back of my paper we have a bonus, and it was requested more for like strength moves. So we're going to do a little bit heavier weight, but we're going to focus on the butt, the shoulders, and the hit a little bit of abs. The butt and the shoulders are going to be 3 rounds, 15 repetitions with a heavier weight that challenges you. We're going to go 3 rounds through each section before we move on, and they're going to feel like they're on fire, okay? I was practicing these yesterday in the kitchen, and my husband just walks in and shakes his head. He knows. He's married, team crazy, so he lives it every day. So your timer is going to look like this. Let's see, can you see that? 15, 1 minute, 10 rounds, but we're literally going to hit that after it goes beep, beep, beep. And this is my Gym Boss timer. I'm going to do a review on that. I have the mini one. We're immediately going to start it all over again. I have all kinds of equipment out, because I have people that have different pieces of equipment, so I like to show with different things. We got the big box today, because we are going to start with big box jump burpees. But if you don't have that and yours is lower, you can do a box jump, but it'd literally be, and I'll show you, it'll be your feet on it. Instead of hopping up on top of it, you'd hop back into a plank. So I'll show you, don't worry. You'll get it all. I have my steel bell, my kettlebell, my dumbbells for the last, for the bonus parts, and my sandbag. I'm going to move my box over. And I am wearing my new athletic tank today. I was there over the weekend, and they were having an awesome sale. And I picked this up. I like it. It's very compressed. It feels like it holds everything in. So we'll see till I get doing these jumping. I'm going to move the, I have this out. Instead of bringing my step out, I brought my BOSU ball out. But it's about the same height as the step. So if you don't have a box or you don't feel like you can jump to the box, you're going to position yourself in front of your lower bench, and you're going to go down into a plank, hop your feet back, hop in, and jump up. That will be your burpee. Okay? So, you either do that one, or you're going to go burpee, box jump. Okay? Either will work. I'll keep them both there. I'll alternate between, I'll try to show you. If you're a beginner, you walk back into your burpee and walk up. Alrighty? Let's get started to get that 15-second break. And if you don't want to jump, you can step up. Alternate your legs. Okay, we're doing a frog hop, and you're gonna frog hop fast. So, hold on a minute, sorry. You're gonna go frog hop, squat tap, squat tap. Squat tap, squat tap. Squat tap, squat tap. Squat tap, squat, squat. Put that weight in the heels. Press that butt back. If you're a beginner, walk back, walk in, tap, tap. Walk back, walk in, tap, tap. Okay. Squat with alternating front kick. I'm gonna use my sandbag. You can use your kettlebell. You can use dumbbells. You can use your steel bell. Squat down. Kick front, down, kick front, down. When you squat, make sure that you're sitting back. Knees are lined up with the ankles. And when you kick forward, you're engaging that core. It's like doing a leg lift. If the kick is too much, do a knee lift. You decide. It's your workout. If you don't want to do it with any weight or you don't have weight, it's okay. It would look like this. Squat, kick, squat, engage the core and kick. Five jacks, 5 tuck jumps. I'm gonna move the box out of the way, okay? We only need it for the box jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beginners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take breaks when you need to. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. Okay, left side plank or right side plank. Kick the foot to the front. Right side, hand lined up with the shoulder. Out. Now this is advanced. If you want to, do a knee pull in. If you can, kick out. If you need to, drop down. Support that knee. Or onto the knee. Support that back, sorry. Kick out. Press out of that shoulder so that the wrist doesn't hurt. Kick front. Oh. Open that mouth and breathe. Kick. Oh, a minute feels like forever, doesn't it? Okay, left side's next. Catch your breath. Get into your position. You're always going to have one weaker side. It's okay. If you need to take breaks, take breaks. Otherwise, go until you hear that timer. Concentrate. Bring that leg out. Contract the abdominals. Squeeze that left oblique. Raise up. Don't sag down. If you're sagging, lower down to the knee so that you don't sag. You want to feel that contraction in the left oblique, and you want to feel it in the front, in the rectus abdominis, as you bring your leg in. We are working on the abdominals. They create a girdle around your waist to help hold everything in. If it gets to be too much, stay in the side plank position and just hold there. Don't do the kick. Don't do the knee. Oh. Okay, we are doing a plank to a jump squat. So we're gonna hop into a plank. You're gonna hop your feet in and you're gonna jump up. Holding those abdominals. Plank, hop in, and launch. You should feel them. Seated knee pull-ins. You can do them on your BOSU. You can do them on the floor. You can do them on a box. If you're on the floor, I'll show you. Looks like this. Now, you want your core engaged. You want your back slightly rounded. Don't arch it. It's like a C when you go out. You're in the shape of a C. How are those quads feeling? We're not going fast. You don't want momentum. You want to contract those abdominals. Side slam squat to a burpee. Now, if you have a bell, you can use it here. I'll show you. If you don't, you're going to touch your hand to the floor. This one's for you, Nadine. Grab that bell. Reach it overhead. If you have one of the balls that doesn't bounce, use it. If you don't have one, it's okay. You go. Okay. 5 plank jacks and then a V-hop. Right into a plank and left. Looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. V-hop, V-hop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hop in. Hop in. 1, 2, 3. Press through the shoulders. Hop in. Don't let that back sink. 3, 4, 5. Engage the core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! There you have it. That's your 10. If you're a beginner and you want to stop here and move on to the next part, stop here and fast forward it. If you're advanced, grab a drink. You're going on with me for a second one. Don't get overzealous and do a third because we have a second part. You ready? I'm not stopping. Here's your 15-second break. If you feel tired and you don't want to do the box jumps, don't do them. Don't compromise and injure yourself. Step up to it or do it on the floor. These really get your heart rate up, the jumping moves. So if you can do a couple, try it. Frog hop, hip thrust, squat touch. Okay? Frog hop, squat, squat. When you squat, press that butt back. Okay? Stay as low as you can for these. You should feel it in your quads. That's why the bonus is butt. We're gonna balance you out. And plus, who doesn't love to do butt work, right? Everybody wants a nice toned butt. Shoulders, we're gonna work those shoulders so that balancing those out with your hips by making them stronger, it will make your waist look thinner. Wow, you should feel them in the quads. I am sweating. Squat with an alternate front kick. Now, Olivia, I know you have the kettlebell, and quite a few of you do. You can either take it behind your head. I like to hold it in front. Don't compromise your back, but make sure that you're not leaning forward with the kettlebell. Come straight down. Look forward. Even look a little bit higher than forward. Your gaze is what leads you, okay? If you are looking down, the natural instinct is to face down. If you're looking up, you're gonna keep that back straight. Engage that core. Remember on those kicks, this isn't a momentum thing. Not how many we can do. Do them accurately. Engage the muscles. You got a minute to work them hard. Concentrate on it. I'm breathing hard. I hope you are too. It's probably because I never shut up. Okay, we got those 5 jacks and those 5 tuck jumps. Again, if you don't want to do the tuck jumps, you don't have to. Knee taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. You don't have to do them as fast as me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can do them slower. Work at your level. It's only 5. Okay, right side plank. Plank position. Raise with the right oblique. Hold yourself up there. Don't let your hips sag. Hold them up. If front touches too much, do a knee raise. Contract those abdominals. I know, I mean, it feels like forever. Do what you can. Go down and take breaks if you need to. If it starts to hurt your wrist, remember, first off, to push out of that shoulder. That way the weight is in the fingers as well as the palms. When you start to sag, it goes to the wrists. So, good form is first. If you're not strong enough, or you start to feel like you're sagging, you know, you might be a beginner, and this might be really tough. You might want to go down to your knee, but keep that hip lifted, and you will have to slide in a little bit so that the hand and the shoulder stay lined up, and that weight is distributed through both. You should feel that in your left oblique and in the core as you touch forward. Remember, keep the abdominals tight and the chest lifted. All right. We have a plank to a jump squat. And if you want to use weights, Nadine, you might want to use your steel bell for these. It would look like this. Plank, launch it. Lena, I think you have dumbbells. You'd grab your dumbbells or one. I'll show you. Olivia, I think your kettlebell. I don't know if you'd do that. Looks like this. If it gets to be too much, lower the weights. Okay. Woo. Seated knee in. Knee pull in. Crunch in. If you can, pull your hands in with your knees. Remember, don't arch your back, okay? Arching your back, where you're pushing your stomach out, is training it to stay out. So if you can only go to here, before your back starts arching, you go to where you feel comfortable. And if this is too much, lay on the floor and just do a pelvic tilt. Tilt, tilt, until you get the abdominals strong enough that you can do the crunch in. We have side slams, burpee. I never leave a burpee out. No burpees are left behind. I like burpees. Grab it and hop, slam. Grab it, reach it overhead. Work those abs as you raise it up. Jacks, V-hop right, V-hop left until the timer goes off. Plank, press out of your shoulders. Engage the core. Here's 5. V-hop, V-hop. 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that was 2 rounds. We have part 2. I'm gonna have the full breakdown on mycrazyworkout.com. That's my blog. I didn't buy that bench. My husband made it. I have a tutorial on there as to how to make a box cheaper than to order one of those ones just because they say Rogue or whoever on them. Okay, we are moving on. Get a drink. First one is sandbag, clean and press. If you don't have a sandbag, Olivia, I know you have kettlebell. Lena, you've got dumbbells. Nadine, you've told me you've got the steel bell. Any of them will work. I'll show you them so that you know. I know you can't flip it, Olivia, when you have the kettlebell. You literally go down, it's a curl, and you press up. Same way, Nadine, with the steel bells. Lena, the dumbbells work. You can just flip them up and go. But other ones will have to be a bicep curl. No more talking, no more talking. Let's get this crazy train going. If you have a sandbag, when you do your clean, in the squat position, make sure you're balancing them on your wrist or on your knuckles. Looks like this. And press it up. Don't roll it into your chest if you can. Press up. There we go. Mine's shifting around here, which is what the sandbag does. These ones aren't as much jump based. These are more strength based, this next. One-legged right squat. And then, one-legged right squat to a reverse lunge. One-legged right squat to a reverse lunge. Squat and tap, lunge it back. Squat and lunge. Squat it and lunge it. Try and keep that foot off the floor. You're tapping the left hand to the right toe. If you don't have enough balance yet, that's okay. You squat and tap and back. This is like a staggered squat. We're gonna do this in the bonus. So you can keep that foot on the floor. But if you can, pick it up. Concentrate on working that quad and that butt on the right leg. If you want to add weight, you can. I'm talking. I need everything for my balance. Woo, shake out that right leg. Now we do the left leg. Left, one-legged squat. Right leg's gonna go back into a reverse lunge. All right? Waking up those glutes, saying, good morning. Are you ready to work on the bonus? Right hand goes to the left. You will have a side that is weaker. If you need to be near a wall or a chair, or if you have a stability ball, you can hold on to it with that opposite hand instead of putting that foot down on the floor for those squats. Now listen, don't just bend over and do a deadlift. Try and bend that knee and squat down, okay? Bend your chest, fold it to your thigh. You feeling that? You should be. All right, right side lunge, kick front. If you want to hold a weight, you can. We're going to side lunge out. Left hand is going to tap the weight to the right side. Kick up. Lunge out. Kick up. Now, you might only have a sandbag. That's okay. If you do, or a kettlebell, like Olivia, if you want to get the shoulders involved, you can take that sandbag, depending on how heavy it is, over your head. But don't compromise your form. Remember, kick, engage the core. I'll show you on the left side, because we're almost done on this side. By holding the weight over your head, you have to engage the core. So you side lunge out and you kick front. Out and a kick. Out and a kick. Or hold it to the front. Again, keep your head up. Don't look down. When you look down, you lean down to the floor and you bend that back. We're engaging the core. Maybe the kick is too much. Tap in. Or kick low. I think I need that bag. Okay, alternate plank, knee to the elbow, to the opposite elbow, and then a hand tap to the foot, right and left. So it goes right to the left, left to the right. Right and left. Remember, press out of that chest. Hold that stomach in. Add that twist. So we're getting right oblique, left oblique, and then the rectus abdominis. That's the whole front of the abdominals. Runs from the sternum, the lower part of the ribs, to the pelvis. a side rotation. So the bag is on my left side, right arm's going up. Reach under, drag it and rotate. Lift, reach under and rotate. It's okay if you don't have a bag. You would go like this. Sorry about that, wrong leg. No bag, no worries. Superman lift, and then a rotate. If you have a dumbbell, or a kettlebell, or a steel bell, or a ball, you can use any of them. What do I have close by? I have a dumbbell, I'll get the steel bell. Oh, okay. Alternate V up. If you want to, you can grab a weight. Okay. If the straight leg's a little too advanced, you can go to a bent knee. If you want to make it harder, hover those legs, but keep the lower back on the floor. We have an overhead walking lunge. I'm going to use my bag. I am going to walk out of the frame for this one, but I'll try not to. Overhead, lunge, and walk. Hold your weight overhead. Lunge down, step forward. I'm going to get down here and I'm going to turn around and come back. It's okay if you don't have the space. Maybe you're in an apartment. You can just do front lunges. I'll show you. If you're in a space and you can't walk, just front lunge. If you have the BOSU ball or a bench and you want to make it harder, you'd lunge to something a little unstable. Keep the weight over your head though. Engage the shoulders as well as the core. Whichever one you want to do. Okay, last one. Sumo squat walks. Again, if you don't have the space, I'll show you in place. Let me show you though first. You're going to squat and you're going to turn. Squat low. Now, if you don't have the space to walk, it's okay. You can stay in place, and I'll show you when I get to the mat. You're gonna squat out, there won't be any turn. Squat out, but by the stepping out and going as low as you can, you don't have to walk them. The walking just engages the hips just a little bit more because you gotta lift it up and turn. Oh, wow. Okay, we have one more round of those. by holding the weights overhead, you really engage the core and the shoulders. You can shrug like this. You don't want to. You want to lift up out of the chest on those, okay? If you're struggling and shrugging like this, it's too heavy. So don't do the weight, okay? If you're a beginner and you want to stop there, you go right ahead. But if you want to go on with me for the second one before we do the bonus, grab your weight. We're doing clean and presses first. This one's a great warm-up where you could do this one before your workout, like 25, 30, 50 reps. It's an all-over move. It gets everything, quads, butt, shoulders, arms, core. Great warm-up. Maybe we'll do a challenge someday where we'll do as many strength moves as we can like that. Now think about that one. See how many we can get in 5 minutes or something. Your arms would be ready to fall off, right? One-legged right squat. Let me show you. If you need to balance, you'd actually be over here, because the left leg, then to a reverse lunge, right, and then to a reverse lunge, down, and then to a reverse lunge, down, then to a reverse lunge, squat down, reverse lunge, squat down, reverse lunge, down, whoops, reverse lunge, squat it and tap that left hand. If you're holding a dumbbell or a kettlebell, that is totally fine if you have the balance. You should feel it without the weight. If you need weight to challenge you, great. If you have a weighted vest, I know some of you do, wearing it at this point would be a lot easier than holding a dumbbell or a weight, so it doesn't throw off your balance. It's all balanced out on your chest. Okay, left foot. Oh, my legs are shaking. And lunge back. Squat and lunge back. Squat, lunge back. Down and back. Down and back. Great balance. You have to engage the core as well as the hips and the legs so that you don't fall over. Oh, I can feel these. Just wait until we get to the bonus. Always sounds good in my head. And I try them and I'm like, yeah, I like that move. Then I put them together. And then we feel the burn, huh? Woo! Shake them out. Give you a break here. We're going to do a right side lunge kick front. You can either do weights or no weights. If you don't have weights, grab a can, grab a bottle of water. Whatever you have, you can use. But you don't need weight. If you don't have a dumbbell, see, down, kick front. Engage the core. Inner thigh of the left leg, quadricep of the right leg, core when you come up and kick, and shoulder because you're pressing that arm out. Left side's next. And then we have alternate plank. Knee to elbow, and then hand to foot. So it's obliques and rectus abdominis. When you bring this weight down or this hand down, you'll also feel it in your obliques. As you push your butt back, you engage the oblique to reach it over. Now, say you don't have a weight, go a little bit further. Feel that in the oblique. Okay, planks, knee to elbow, opposite. Okay, you're in a plank. Press out of the shoulders, engage the core. Back is flat. Well, there's a slight round to your back. If you're pressing out of the shoulders and engaging the core, okay, where's my kettlebell? Superman plank. If you have the kettlebell, opposite hand, remember, and then you're going to pull it under and rotate up. Nadine, same way with the steel bell. I don't know where it is over there. I think it's under my towel. You do the same thing. Oops, sorry. Getting ahead of myself. Press out of those shoulders. Engage the core. Alternate V up. There's my steel bell. Alternate V up, then we have the overhead walking lunges and then the sumo squat walks. This is the advanced, where the legs stay off the ground and the lower back pushes into the floor. If you need to, put one leg down. If you need to keep them bent, you can keep them on the floor and just raise up. All kinds of variations. Find one that works for you. Build up. to the alternate V up. Oh. Overhead walking lunges. We are almost done. I like to do these at the track. We have a high school track. I like to go over there, walk the track, do different variations with lunges, kettlebell, all kinds of stuff, and then run a lap or run the bleachers. If you can get outside and do that stuff, it's awesome. Just a nice change of pace. Again, if you can't do the walking lunges because you don't have the space, front lunges are just fine. Woo. Some people, when they do their walking lunges, will tap their back knee down to the floor. We are not going all the way down. You release your contraction in your legs. We want to keep those working muscles tight. Sumo squat walks. Get into that sumo position. Inner thighs here, hips. Back is flat. Suck in those abs. Squat down and rotate. You can hold a weight right here at your chest if you want to. My quads are screaming. I don't know about yours. I'm going back now. Squat it down. Going back. Gonna go back. Oh, okay. Ready for the bonus? Towel off. Yeah, okay. We have 4 exercises, and they're in a group. And we're gonna focus on the right side first. Let me get the stopwatch here. And we are going to do 15 repetitions of each one. We're going to move on to the second group, and it's your left leg. And we're going to do 15 repetitions. We're going to do that 3 times through before we move on. So you can start with weights if you want to, and then if you need to drop the weights, you drop the weights as you feel it, because I want good form. I don't want you using momentum and not feeling it. And then the third part is upper body. It's your shoulders. We are going to do a shoulder explosion. And then we are going to do 10-second rest, 30-second work, and we are going to go back and forth between planks, and then your feet in the air, and you're going to reach up and touch your feet, okay? So, this is your bonus. If you want to do it today, you can do it today, or you can save it for another day. The first round, the first group, is going to be a staggered shoulder squat with the right foot. So the weight's going to go on the right side, and your right foot's going to be back from your left. And we're going to squat down. When you squat down, that right foot is going to come off the floor. The weight is going to go into the left heel, and we're going to press up, okay? So you're going to hold the weight on the right side. We are going to do 15 of them. From there, we are going to stay low, and you're going to go back into a reverse lunge, okay? From there, you're going to go to a right side squat, just the right side, low. And then from there, you're going to lower that weight, and you're going to do a runner stomp. So you're going to literally come down, and you're going to pull that poor, tired leg in. We're going to repeat it 3 times, okay? Team crazy. Let's go. 15, I'll show you with the sandbag. I'll show you with all the different pieces of equipment, if I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. Engage that core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you're going to stay low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take breaks when you need to. 14 and 15. Hold it here. Squat out. 1, 2. If you don't have a weight, touch that opposite hand to the right leg, stepping out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You ready for that runner stomp? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Woo, okay. Got a kettlebell or a steel bell, either one of those? Let's go. 1, 2. You'll feel this in the left quad as well. It's important though to keep that weight in the heels. Press up through the heels and feel it in your butt. If you need to do it without weight because the weight is heavy and you feel like your quadriceps are always stronger than your hamstrings and your glutes. So do it without the weight if you need to. I think this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, drop it low, and 15. Stay low. 1, 2, 3, 4, here's the weight, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Drop that weight. Squat out and touch. 2. Squirrels are going crazy in the tree out there. 5. Press that butt back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Turn, runner stomp. 1, 2, 3. Engage the core. 5, 6. Left quad should be burning. 9, you should feel it in the butt. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Woo! Can you feel that? Left leg should be on fire from supporting the weight. You should feel that in the right glute. If you have a kettlebell, I know, Olivia, you have a kettlebell. You can hold it on the right shoulder, or you can hold it at the chest because it's tricky because of the bell. Squats are first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Press up through the heels. 13, 14, and 15. Okay. Low reverse lunge. 1, 2. Sit back. 3. If you don't want to keep pulling your foot in and out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You ready for that squat? 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the weight in the heels. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Woo. You feeling it? Hips, glutes, thighs. Runner stomp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Your left quad should be on fire. Okay, we've got the left side now. You can use whatever weight you want to or no weight at all. So left leg's going back. Left, if you want weight, it would be on the left shoulder. And you're gonna squat down and that left foot comes up. Weight is in the right heel. Try and lift that toe off the floor. 4. Press through the heel to come up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Oh, left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel that in the left glute. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Left leg out, squat and touch down. Press that butt back. Weight in the heels. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, ready for the runner stomp. 14, it's the left leg. Plant the right leg right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take breaks when you need to. 12, 13, 14, 15. Walk it out. Grab your weight if you want to. I don't think I showed you with a dumbbell. Grab a dumbbell if you want to. Second round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If you want the weight, you can keep the weight. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze that butt when you drop that knee back. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Squat that left leg out. 2, if you have a dumbbell, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, here's 15. Runner stomp. Get in position. Keep kicking the kettlebell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. One more round. Okay, we got that squat. Left leg's back, right leg in the front. Squat and press up through the heel of the right leg. Drop that butt towards the floor, and that left foot comes up to get that butt down. Here's 6. Here's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, reverse lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Side squat. Touch out. Press those hips back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Runner stomp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that weight in the right heel. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Woo, okay. Shake out those legs. You should feel that in the quadricep of the supporting leg, as well as the glute, but you should also feel it on the working leg, squeezing that butt. Okay, grab your weights. We are doing a side shoulder raise. Then we're gonna do a 45-degree angle, lift up, twist down, and then circle overhead, okay? Oh, bent over flies. I'm gonna start with 10s. Not sure how they're gonna feel. I might be lowering them. You don't wanna shrug your shoulders up to get the weight up. We're doing 15 of these, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. On a 45-degree angle. 1, 2, face up, twist down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're doing rear delts. Bend over. 1, look up. 2, 3, 4. Lead with the elbows. Squeeze the middle of your back. Don't fling the weight up like so. Stay bent over. Pick a spot that's about 6 inches out from your feet. Engage the core. I think this one's 10, 11, 12, 13. We're doing an overhead circle press. I'll show you. Start out at the bottom. Twist and raise the dumbbells to face in. 2. Now, if you have any shoulder problems and this motion hurts, you can do a regular shoulder press, okay? But if you don't, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Ready to go again? 1. Lower your weights if you need to. I think I'm going to. I've got 8s here because I figured this might get a little rough. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Front 45-degree angle. 1, 2, 3. It's a front raise, but we're on a 45-degree angle. 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more and we're going to do rear delts. Flies. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend over, pick that spot on the floor, 6 inches out. Keep your head in neutral spine. Head's lined up with the spine. Squeeze the back as you come up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Circle overhead. 1, 2, 3. You don't need a lot of weight for these. 4, my arms are shaking. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We got one more round. You ready for this? Drop your weights if you need to. 1, twist up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Oh, wow. They should be on fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, ready for the rear flies, the reverse flies, rear delts. 1, 2, 3, keep your back flat, core is engaged. 6, 7, 8, neutral spine. 5 more. Now you can switch weights on these. If these feel too light, you can lower down the weight that you have and pick up a heavier weight. 1 more. Circle overhead. And then we've got abdominals and we're done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you feel them? 9. 8s feel like they're 20-pounders. 11, 12, 13, 14. 1 more. And 15. Oh. Okay. We've got one more part. That was 24 minutes and 45 seconds. So if you wanted to take that and make it a strength workout one day, you could pick up heavy weights and you could do the 15 repetitions. If you're going to do heavier weights, you're going to want to leave breaks in between the rounds that you do. So you do 4. You do 1, 2, 3, 4. You do the right leg, all the right leg stuff. And if you were using a heavy weight, you give yourself about a 30-second break, 30 seconds to a minute, no longer than that. And you jump back in if you were going to do the heavy weights. Same with all of them. It'd be the same thing. In between each round, you'd want to give yourself 30 second to a minute rest. All kinds of variations with that. Okay, we're going to set this up. It is going to be 10 and 30. And we're going to finish out with planks, because our shoulders are on fire. And feet in the air, reach for toe touch. Okay, so you're going to engage your legs, hold them in the air. You know what, I'm going to fold this up. I just need it so that I don't rub the skin off my tailbone. Okay, so plank position. I set the timer. When it goes off, we're going. You want to be on your toes. You want your hands to be lined up under your chest. Press through your chest. And there's the timer. Hold for 30. Engage the core. There is a slight round in your back. Not like this. You want to be sort of flat, but you got to suck that stomach in and press up through the chest so that the weight is in the fingers and the palms. And you're not sagging. You're not down like this. Your hips aren't down. You want to be in a plank position, holding that stomach. Roll it over, raise it into the air, and you're going to reach up. 2, 3, reach up. If you are a beginner, bend the legs, reach to the toes. Back over into a plank. Get into that position. Press out of the chest. Engage the core. Back is flat. Hold that stomach in. Take breaks when you need to. If you need to drop down and take a break on your knees, take a break. Don't let your hips sag. Head and spine are in a neutral position, which means your head is not sinking down. Raise up, feet up. Press that back into the floor. Raise that chest off the floor. Reach those toes. Back to the plank. Press out of the chest. Weight is in the fingers and the palms. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Okay. Back up. Raise those legs. Raise the arms up. Reach. Now, if you don't like these, that's okay. You can do scissor legs. You can raise them up and down. You can crunch in. Whatever you want to do, as long as you're working your core. One more round. We've got this. Plank is first. Hands are under the shoulders. Press out of that chest. Back is flat. Stomach is sucked in. I like to do a lot of plank-based moves. So it's good to practice, get that core strong, practice on pushing out of those shoulders, out of that chest. Don't let everything hang on the shoulders. Your neck and your shoulders will start to hurt. So practice good form. When we do any of those plank jacks or anything like that we do, you'll get better at it the more you practice your planks. So start at 30 seconds, see if you can go up and hold for 40, then 50, then a minute. And then see if you can hold in the evening between commercials. I know, who watches commercials anymore, right? Woo! That was your workout for the day. Let's stretch out. Blanket out. First one we're going to do is a really nice shoulder stretch because we work the arms. We're going to stretch out the shoulders and we're going to stretch out the stomach. So you are going to go down onto your stomach and you're going to take the left arm and place it out. The right arm is under your chest. You are now going to roll that right leg over behind the left leg. And if you want to, you can raise your right arm up, you can drop it behind. You're going to feel a nice stretch in the oblique on the right side, but you're also going to feel a great stretch in the shoulder. This is one of my favorite stretches, as well as the hip with the right leg back here, twisting back. You can keep your hand here at your chest and apply pressure so that you feel more of a stretch in your shoulder. And release it. Roll back over on your stomach. You're going to take that right arm out and you're going to roll over, cross that left arm behind. Now, again, you can either come up or you can go back. My right shoulder is the one that I ended up hurting when we had a bad bed, so my range of motion on this one isn't as good, but that's why it's awesome to do these individual stretches. It's okay if you want to take your hands and pull them back behind your back and stretch out your chest and your shoulders, but it's great to hit individual sides and really focus on stretching out those muscles. So often the one that is the weak one gets left out because the strong one does all the stretching or all of the movement when you're doing weights. So I'm just going to hold it here just a little bit longer for this side. That feels really good. Okay, we're going to roll back over and your hands are going to come back behind your back. You're going to raise up and lift that chest off of the floor. If you can lift your legs up and hold. Feel a nice stretch in your lower back. Then you're going to bring your hands down and your feet down. Hands are at your chest. You're going to roll up into a cobra pose. You don't want to be hanging on your shoulders. Press out of your shoulders and your chest. Get that head out of the turtle shell and look up. Feel that stretch in the abdominals. From here, you're going to come down and you're going to press back into a child's pose. Take the feet, push them together. Take the knees apart. Press back. Feel that stretch. In the back, in the hips, in the abdominals. Keep the abdominals in. If you can, press back with your palms. Press your butt back to the floor. Push your head onto the floor. Active stretch with your hands. Don't just lay them here and lay. Press your palms into the floor and try and push that butt back down to the floor. Feel a nice stretch through your lats as well doing this one. We're going to take that right hand and we're going to walk it to the right side. We're going to cross that left hand over. You're going to engage that core. You're pressing with the right hand and the left hand is crossing over, so you'll feel a nice stretch through the obliques, the shoulder, the waist, the back, the hips. And you're going to release it. Walk it over to the left side. Press in and push that right hip down. Cross that right arm over. You don't want to roll over so that you're off that hip. You want to actively engage both sides. So by pushing into that left hand, you push that right hip down to the floor so that it's not lifting up. You'll also feel a stretch through that left side as well as the right when you do this. And release it, come back around. Come back into that cobra pose. Remember, shoulders are out. Press them down, chest, stick it out, proud. Release it, come up into a plank. From here, press back into a downward facing dog. Now, your feet are a little bit wider. Take the right hand and put it in the center. Take your left hand and cross it over to your calf. Feel that stretch through the right side as well as the left. Try and look up through your armpit of the right arm. Look up to the ceiling. And release it, stay here. Press back into that downward facing dog. Now, left hand comes in and the right hand goes back. Look up under the armpit. You always have a slight bend in your knees. Don't lock your knees out, okay? We're not going for who's the most flexible. We're trying to stay safe here so we can do this as long as possible. So you want a slight bend in the knees. Don't hyperextend those knees. No, we're not causing any knee pain. And release it, come back. You're gonna take and you're gonna bend up. You're gonna get up onto your tiptoes and you're gonna bend back. Drop that butt back and get a really nice stretch in those glutes, okay, as well as your back. Now from here, give me a couple bounces and we're gonna hop those feet up to the hands and we're gonna sit down. You're gonna bring the legs out. Deep breath, inhale, exhale, fall forward. You want your chest over your thighs, all right? Don't tuck your head in and round your back yet. We want to give ourselves a nice stretch through the hamstrings, the glutes, as well as the lower back. It doesn't matter how far you can go down. If you need to take your towel and wrap it around because you come to here, wherever you feel that stretch in the hamstrings. If you can take your hands to your toes, if you can take your hands to the floor, great. That's awesome. If that's where you need to be to feel the stretch, we're not going to pain. We're feeling, we're stretching. Take that right leg. You're gonna cross it over the left. Twist around. Make sure you pull your chest into your leg. Sit up straight. Tuck in the abs. Hold them in straight. And twist around. Feel that in your shoulder. And release it. Keep that right leg here, cross that left leg under. Come into fire log pose. We're gonna drop our chest down over our thighs. Again, actively engage those hands. Press back so that your hips stay on the floor, but lower down. If you can walk your hands out a little bit further and keep pressing back so your hips stay in the floor, really awesome hip stretch here, okay? And release it, come up. Stay seated here and bring that right arm across that left. You're gonna apply pressure at the tricep right here, in between the elbow and the shoulder, and feel that stretch through the shoulder. And you're gonna release it, bring it around the back, grab a hold of that hand and pull down. Feel that stretch in the, you're gonna feel that pull through the center part, through the side of your chest, as well as through the shoulder on the right side. And release it. Uncross those legs and bring that left leg over the right. Pull in with the knee, twist around, deep breath, inhale. Exhale, twist and turn, look over that left shoulder. Feel that stretch in the spine. Keep the abs tight, sit up straight. And release it, come around. Bend that right leg under, cross that right leg over. They don't have to be perfect as long as both hips are on the floor, okay? And then you're gonna walk those hands out, press down so that you press the hips into the floor. If you have a problem keeping your hips in the floor, ball up a towel, a block, a pillow, anything that you have for support to keep that hip down. This side, the range of motion is a little bit less. Walk it out if you can. Keep pressing in so that you feel that stretch in the hip. And come upright. Take that left arm. Apply pressure between the tricep, or between the elbow and the shoulder at the tricep. Pull it in, stretch out that shoulder. Abs are tight. And release it, bring it around. Pull in on that wrist, pull it down. And release it, unfold those legs. Bring those feet together. Press those knees down towards the floor. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, raise the knees up. Exhale, press them down. Feel a nice stretch in the groin and in the inner thighs. And bring the knees back up and shoot them out. You are done for the day. If you liked my workout, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Check out my blog, mycrazyworkout.com. I will have the full breakdown of all the moves on there. And stay safe.